let's say to prevent players by being carried by their teammates, that's a lame excuse, because then why can't you say that about the West Coast? To prevent the West Coast players being carried by teammates, unless you're saying East Coast is so weak that they need to carry each other. And if that's the case, why not? Who cares about who's carrying who? The East Coast is to find the two best players, the West Coast, where you can get carried. Well, anyway, prevent carrying. Look, I don't even understand what these people. Henry Sen. Oh, so it's okay. So based on what I'm getting from the stream, they're saying Henry Sen made it a 2-single tournament. Now, why would you do that when Team Spooky, AG, DMG, EMP, and then the rest of the East Coast community can combine their two strongest players to come and compete to have a representative from the East Coast represent? Why split the power but allow, hold on for a second, but allow the West Coast to team up their strongest players? I don't understand. That's so anti-East Coast. What if the West Coast sends their players over here to stop the East Coast by having single tournaments? Then okay, for instance, here's an example. Let's look at all the strong East Coast players. Artaro, Min, Aqua Silk, Chris Hugh, Chris G, let's see, Dominion, Sanford, who else? Marlon Pie, Dr. Chaos. No, we're talking about Street Fighter. Rob Stevens, the Steven brothers, right? We deny Lucky D. We're denying all the, and we're not talking about the rest of the East Coast. Just some of the top names that we know between Boston, Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey. All those players are denied a solid teamwork chance to get SBO qualifiers because of who? And it's not even, you know, sad. It's not even because of the West Coast. It's a director on the East Coast. Doesn't make any sense. East Coasters sound shook. Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, Wolf Crone's going to be at the East Coast qualifiers. What if Wolf Crone wanted to team up with Sanford or Dominion so we can have two of the three strongest players on the East Coast to represent us? We're denied that for what?
Marvel 3, baby. Jackson, it's Marvel 3. It's Marvel 3. Don't try to understand. It's Marvel 3.
But the point is, well, and I'm talking to the guys on the street. I don't understand why would you change the standard. Like the West Coast has, yes, Chris Hugh is a top player. A top player is not defined by who consistently wins. That's the champion. That's what a champion is, the one who keeps winning. A top player is one who can place consistently top 8. What local, regional, or major. At Evo, the top 8 players are the top. Those are the top players of the nation. In both the singles and the doubles tournament.
What flaw is this?
Crone and Dominion or Sanford would be godlike for the East Coast. Yes, now they just took that away. They took that away. I'll tell them why I'm mad. I'm mad because there's no Mario in this joke. No, yes, this is what I think. If you're going to have a qualifier like SBO, there should be a West Coast qualifier where only West Coast players people from the West Coast who reside, play, and compete. There should be an East Coast qualifier, and there should be a last chance qualifier where both East and West can meet, and they can compete for that last spot.
I think there's one in Texas, right?
Huh?
I think there's an extra one in
in Texas. Then yeah. The Texas one, since it's closest to Midwest, should be the last chance qualifier. You shouldn't be having people all over the place.
Yep.
West Coast has team format as well. So why does the East Coast have singles? Yo, I'm done. Let me just go do this tournament. Yo,
I am the only god.
I just want to say that, real talk, I think the East Coast team should be Sanford and Kevin. They won like the past 5 Guard Crush.